Thanks to her role as Eleven on the Netflix show Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown has managed to capture the attention of every director in a 10-mile radius. The child star's certainly come a long way from playing cute patients on Grey's Anatomy. Just what is her secret? Well, you can find out as we talk about Millie's meteoric rise to the top from child star to screen siren. First up, how successful are we talking? Right now, Millie Bobby Brown seems to have all of Hollywood in a chokehold, with a net worth of $10 million, a brand ambassador deal for Louis Vuitton, and her very own beauty range. The Stranger Things actress is the picture of success and stardom. Showbiz analysts admit that Millie has a magical mix that fans simply can't ignore. With her endearing openness, she's managed to capture the hearts of many. The actress's sappy snaps with boyfriend Jake Bon Jovi have a separate fan base. PR guru Mark Borkowski pointed out that Millie is completely relatable. But do we really need a PR guru, no offense, to spell it out for us? Millie's performance as Eleven on everyone's favorite Netflix series is all the proof anyone needs. No wonder she's the highest paid teenage actor for upfront salaries. She's going to receive a $10 million check for reprising her role as Enola Holmes in the upcoming sequel. With those numbers, she's only a few dollars behind Margot Robbie, who's receiving $12.5 million for her role in Barbie. What's more, Millie's the youngest person ever to be on the Time 100 list, has 2 Emmy Award nominations to her name, and has won the Screen Actors Guild Award in 2017. Now, that's what we call playing in the big leagues. But wait, how did it start for her? Well, before Millie was shaving her head and moving things with her mind, she was playing the role of the younger version of everyone's favorite protagonist from Alice in Wonderland in Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. Millie did rather well for her debut on the fantasy series at the age of just 9. After Once Upon a Time, Millie took on small roles in pretty popular titles like NCIS and Modern Family, and even appeared on the long-running medical drama series Grey's Anatomy. She may have graced our scenes for an episode or two in these shows, but she sure as heck left her mark. Moving on, her role on Intruders. Millie's next prominent role came in the paranormal thriller TV series Intruders. The show aired back in 2014 when Bobby was just 10 years old. The series followed members of a secret society who sought immortality by taking refuge in the bodies of others after their deaths. Brown was playing the role of Madison, a young girl who served as a vessel for one of the group's members, all the while constantly fighting to regain her body. While the child actress may not have been raking in the same dollars as she is now back then, the role did help solidify her place as a skilled actress in the industry. Besides, you know you're doing something right when the king of horror himself, Stephen King, appreciates your performance. The author tweeted, "Millie Brown, the girl in Intruders, is terrific." We just know reading those words must have been a field day for Bobby. Next up, she was on to do Stranger Things. Do we really need to talk about how her role as Eleven basically put her right on the front pages? She took on the gig when she was just 12, and now, with the 4th season out, she's going stronger than ever as the main lead of the show. The newest season broke Netflix's record for most watched English-language series on the streaming service, with 781 million hours watched in the first 28 days. Guess the Duffer Brothers know who to thank for that. They're sure as heck making sure to compensate her for her time. For the first 2 seasons of the sci-fi TV series, Millie bagged $30,000 per episode. With season 3 and 4, her salary was up to $350,000. In fact, it was her portrayal of Eleven on the show that earned her the title of the youngest nominee in Emmy history at the age of 13. So what came after? Well, after Millie proved herself with her role as Elle, it didn't take long for directors and producers to start hitting her up. It was this very success and popularity that allowed Millie to land her first big movie role. At the age of 17, Brown was all set to star in Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and she reportedly got a huge payday out of it. We're talking $1 million. Looks like Millie did something right because she reprised her role in the 2021 follow-up Godzilla vs. Kong. She may not have as much screen time as the monsters on the show fighting it out, but she still managed to steal every scene she was in. Next up, we met Enola Holmes. Fast forward to 2020, and Millie was cast in the Netflix film adaptation of the Enola Holmes mystery novels. And if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that the 18-year-old simply outdid herself, not just as Enola Holmes, but as director of the movie as well. Her first production credit. Millie poured everything she had to make her character as iconic as she did. Her performance was praised by critics as ecstatic and energetic. Starring opposite Henry Cavill, Brown was apparently paid $6.1 million for bringing our favorite detective to life on the big screen. And, as her role as the director, she bagged an additional $500,000 more. The star was also able to take home some awards for the movie, including Favorite Movie Actress at the Kids' Choice Awards and the Youth in Film Female Award at the Las Vegas Film Critics Society. After her success with the franchise, it's no surprise that Netflix greenlit the sequel and brought back Millie. As of now, there's no release date for the movie, but if we know one thing, it's that Millie's going to kill it. Wait, she's got her own brand. Yep, Millie's not just an amazing actress, but she's something of a businesswoman herself. That too, at the age of 18, she's got her very own beauty brand called Florence by Mill. well. Many have called it Brown's very own Gen Z beauty empire, and that it seems to be a pretty on-point description. By completely cutting out harmful chemicals from its formulas and by positioning itself as a fun brand, Florence by Mills has managed to make its way into the hearts of many. Judging from the jaw-dropping selfies she posts on her Instagram, we can safely say that Millie knows her way around makeup. There are speculations that Millie might move on to more vitamin-infused and botanical skincare products in the future, and we honestly can't wait. And if there were even more ways to wow everyone with her achievements, Brown also has brand endorsements from the likes of Converse, Pandora, and Vogue. Looks like the sky's the limit for this one. Followed by, she might have called it quits at one point. In a recent interview with Allure, the teen star dished out all about how she was going to quit acting at the age of 10. Turns out that one major casting director told her that she was too mature for her age. Millie further revealed that she always knew she was mature, but she couldn't really help it. Hearing that obviously took a toll on her. She was already lonely in school and didn't think anyone was as mature as her. It kinda confused her because she thought maturity was a good thing. In the aftermath, the young star wanted to call it quits, which makes sense since she was down really bad. But as she was backed into a corner, her parents were there to lend her their full support. This was around the time Netflix was holding auditions for Stranger Things, and Brown didn't really want to show up, but her parents told her, one last audition on tape, and then you can go outside and play with your friends again. Looks like they chose the right words. Hopefully, that director is eating his words right now. And finally, what is the star up to these days? Well, looks like she's living life. There's no doubt that her role as Elle has been informative for her career. It's always something that's going to be close to her heart, and it looks like the teen star wants to preserve it. Millie recently got a tattoo that looks an awful lot like 11011 tattoo from the show, the number she was given when she was a test subject in the lab. The tattoo is pretty small, and there's a high chance you might just miss it. But if you look closely at some of the Florence by Mills promo pics, and even Mills' own posts, you'll catch a glimpse of it. The 011 seems to be joining the heart on her collarbone and the rose on her back. Glad to see that Millie is just as attached to Elle as we are. And that's a wrap for today's video. What do you think of Millie's illustrious career? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Bye now!